Here it is, a beautiful Saturday morning, September 28th, about 8:45. This is my Jamaican pumpkin patch. I started indoors around about February, March, roughly. I designed this little area for it, trying to somehow keep it in check. But as you can see, my patch has taken off. I've had several buds coming in. I started with roughly about 18 plants, pretty much at the top of this area right here. And the intent was just kind of let them flow down the area. But the area, which is only about a half moon circle around my chicken coop, definitely was not was not enough. As you can see, they have grown quite a bit. I try to contain them, but it's just unreal. You cannot contain a pumpkin vine when it wants to grow. So here it is. I have several buds throughout the area. This is one of them right here. I started out with, like I said, Jamaican pumpkin seeds, but as I can see, I see different pumpkins coming in. So somewhere along the way, something got in there, and it's beyond just a Jamaican pumpkin patch. It's a Jamaican pumpkin patch and maybe some hybrids. But you can see the top of the pumpkin vines, they're just sticking out everywhere. Sticking out everywhere, all over the entire patch. The patch has grown, it's come all the way out here. And like I said, I have several buds. Here's another bud in here. I just kind of put a little marker on it. I believe it's been fertilized, or pollinated rather, before. I've been trying to self-pollinate myself. You can see some of the buds I took off, and I use them to dab the female plant to try my hand at self-pollinating, because I've had several buds that have started, but just didn't finish developing. But here's the patch. One hell of a patch. Buds everywhere. Here's another bud right there. I don't think much is going to come out of that bud. I can almost see the yellow in it already. But pumpkins are fun. This is my first really true attempt. I've grown pumpkins in the past, blue Hubbards, pink bananas, and I had success with them in a different area. There is a male. That's a male blossom. You can tell the male blossom has no bulb on the end of it, whereas the female one does. But there's my patch, taking over half the yard. I'm going to show you one pumpkin I think might make it, but I don't like to count my pumpkins until they're at least the size of a grapefruit, because I've had other pumpkins that have developed and just literally fell off. Here's one that seemed to be on its way. It's definitely been fertilized, pollinated rather. But again, sometimes they start out and they just don't make it for some reason. I have a very large one over here. It's kind of hard to find it now because it's been growing so much, but I'm going to go in there and see if I can somehow give you a shot of it. It's quite the pumpkin, and I'm very proud of it. There it is over there, if you can see it. It's quite large, and I'm hoping that I get a few more surprises in there too. And it's not just the only pumpkin I have out of this massive patch. It'd be quite the shame and quite the joke if out of this huge, massive pumpkin patch, I have one lousy pumpkin. But this is my pumpkin patch. I really do enjoy growing pumpkin. It's quite exciting just seeing the vines just take off like crazy. And then searching for the pumpkins, I think, is almost like an adventure. Here are two small pumpkins that I I try to self-pollinate them. I don't know whether anything will come out of them, but I'm hoping that I get a couple of pumpkins beyond just the big one over there. But it seems like there's at least two varieties going in. There's a Jamaican pumpkin that I started with, and some other invader came in here, because I remember last year I found a pumpkin growing in my front yard. I never planted it. It just started growing, so I think the birds maybe drop seeds from time to time. So I may get a hybrid in here, but who knows? We'll see. That's it for now.